Now that we have the grid lines established, now we can now go on to insert the elements. Now let's take a look at the truss that we are modeling. You can see we have the vertical elements, we have the top chord, the bottom chord, and then of course we have the inclined elements. So it depends on how you want to make the model. You can actually choose a convenient way to put the elements. For a very good example, I can take the vertical elements first, then after that I'll take the top chord. It will be easy to connect. Actually, once I take the vertical elements, it becomes easy to connect the rest of the member. Okay, so we'll start off with the vertical elements, then after that we'll put the top chord and then the bottom chord, and then of course the inclined elements. Now it all depends on how you want to go about it. Just choose a convenient way to insert the elements, because why I want to do that first is that once I have the vertical elements, I can just click to connect the rest of the elements. Okay, so we'll go on. Then of course, remember to draw a vertical line, make sure orthogonal mode is on. Just make sure it's checked, and then of course I have my user defined on, so I can go ahead. So I will want to make the software to snap only at the user defined grid, and then I also want to show the element numbers. Why this is necessary is that to snap at the user defined grid, so that the internal generated grid by the software will not come in the way of the user defined grid, and that will make things easier and faster for me. Okay, let's put the first element. Just click on the element 2, click where you're starting. Okay, that's my element 1. I can take this again. That's my element 2. You can actually right click to repeat the last command. 4. My element 5. My element 6. My element 7. Okay, so you just basically the same thing, you repeat at the other end. There you have it. This is my vertical element. So the next now I will take care of the top elements. As I said before, it will just be basically to connect end to end of the elements. Then I will take care of the bottom elements, then after that the incline. Okay, let me return the scale to what it was, scale 1 in 40. Okay, then let's go back, pick an element, just click from end to end. But before I continue, I have to go and remove orthogonal, so that the software will allow me to snap elsewhere. Okay, so that's it. Can go all along. It's just to connect from end to end. As I said, you can always right click to repeat the last command. And also be very careful to make sure you can see this particular element, the distances between them are very little. Make sure that you connect to the right point. That is very, very important. Okay, now we have the top chord. I can put the bottom part of the truss, roof truss. Okay, just start all over again. Just take this, just simply connect the points. I can always right click to repeat the last command. Always make sure the points are connecting. Is very, very important, so you don't have an error in the truss modeling. Okay, now we have the bottom top chord fixed. Okay, you can see our truss is actually coming up. Okay, the next is to connect the internal members. Okay, just pick the element and just click between points again. It's quite very easy, as I said earlier. If you choose a convenient way to make the modeling, if you, for instance, model the vertical element first, then the rest might be easy depending on the type of truss you are trying to model. Of course, most of them can be in this way, but just always find a convenient way. Which member comes first, which members comes first, and then the other ones will just be connecting the members together. That makes it a little bit easier and straightforward. Okay, so I'll just connect the rest of the part now. Okay, our truss is ready. I think virtually all the members are connected. That's quite very straightforward. As I said earlier, the secret is this. First of all, bring out the kind of bring out the grids first. It makes it very, very easy, because trusses most often are inclined members, and to get them well coordinated, it's always better once you bring out the grids using the software, and then it becomes easy. I can see I was able to snap only to user defined grid, so the software does not snap at the regular grids. Okay, so that it makes the whole thing much more easy and straightforward. Okay, that's our truss. Okay, let me just change the view, so we'll see if we can see it in a much more bigger view, better, or at once. Okay, that's my truss, and it's all well mapped out. If you can see, this is my user defined grid, and this is my truss.